The Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the #1 team in the land, the Georgia State Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
To throw, it's Tolzien. He's got it down the middle. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes.
To the end zone and it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Tolzien. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires into traffic, intercepted. At midfield, he's got room. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll operate out of split backs. Wide out in motion. He'll start this drive firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass, it's Tolzien. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Get set.
He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
It's a reverse. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Power football with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
On the play. Brings up third down.
Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Brock. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
38. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia State 14, Arizona State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Third down coming.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Mung. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Line gets set, 1st down. He's right on target. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Brock. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th, and, oh, he wants it all. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And now on second down for this offense. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. The give to the lone running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Brock. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And this will be caught at the 30. Nothing but green ahead. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And Nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, and sometimes...
Ball in the air, intercepted! He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
And listen, QB job number one, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't make a ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
Looking for a man. It's Brock. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Quarterback will audible. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
29 Philly, 2-0.
On 3rd down, going up top. And it's hauled in at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. The lone back's got it. Across the 25, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Second down.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Coming after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Tolzien. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Colorado found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A prime example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Boulder. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia State jumps back to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the offense sticking to its 4th down beliefs. Just 1 for 4 so far today, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Defenses had their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
He wants to throw it again. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Touchdown, Arizona State! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. The option look. He'll toss it. Moving past the 25. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Wants to throw. It's Brock. Using the quick game. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
You're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race. You've got to win games, and you've got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Working that deep right side. An excellent concentration on the catch.
And you really want your best player to...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down.
Lasso!
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. They're going to throw it again. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they stay on target with the extra point of 35-21. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Back to throw, it's Tolzien. They're working that left side. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
325.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He's looking for a man on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going for it all. Makes the grab on the left side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Panthers. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to throw, it's Tolzien. Moves away as he feels pressure. Snatches it on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But
He uncorks one deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
That's a first down for the offense.
Back to the air one more time. It's complete to the right. And it's slipped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Scrambling away. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 8.
A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. San Jose State sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the Silicon Valley. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He rifles one deep to the left. Underneath toast the coverage, got it deep downfield. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit as he throws. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He caught it. Touchdown, Panthers! And the beatdown has ensued. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Now on second down. Looking to pass. It's Tolzien. Trying to get to him. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
Oh, it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
For a first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. To the air, it's Tolzien. Keeps looking downfield. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready, break. Easy.
He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Just